Dover Beach by Matthew Arnold. The sea is calm tonight, the tide is full, the moon lies fair. Upon the straits on the French coast the light gleams and is gone. The cliffs of England stand, glimmering and vast, out in the tranquil bay. Come to the window, sweet is the night air, only from the long line of spray, where the sea meets the moon-blanched land. Listen, you hear the grating roar of pebbles which the waves draw back and fling. At their return up the high strand, begin and cease and then again begin, with tremulous cadence slow, and bring the eternal note of sadness in. Sophocles long ago heard it on the Aegean, and it brought into his mind the turbid ebb and flow of human misery. We find also in the sound of thought, hearing it by this distant northern sea. The sea of faith was once too at the full and round earth's shore, lay like the folds of a bright girdle furled, but now I only hear its melancholy, long withdrawing roar, retreating through the breath of the night wind, down to the vast edges drear and naked shingles of the world. Ah, love, let us be true to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. And we are here as on a darkling plain, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignorant armies clash by night. Dover Beach is a lyric poem with no apparent rhyme scheme and an irregular iambic pentameter. It only consists of 4 stanzas with a different amount of lines in each. Important background info to know is that the poem is inspired by 2 visits Matthew Arnold and his new wife made to the south coast of England. The poem focuses on the waves and their sound in the first stanza. You will later find out that the persona is talking with his lover in the room, while they look out over the English Canal and see France. The imagery of the tides in the first stanza becomes a metaphor for human misery. It comes and goes. In the second stanza, there is an allusion to Sophocles, who is a famous Greek playwright. He does this in order to show that Sophocles heard the same sound on the Aegean Sea. In the third stanza, Arnold emphasizes the Sea of Faith in line 15. He thinks the Sea of Faith is a long way from high tide, so the theme is the world has lost its faith. People are also isolated and alienated from nature and one another. There is also a loss of religious faith. Stanza 3 introduces religion when he describes faith is at low tide. Christianity can no longer wash away sins. In the last stanza, the persona directly addresses his lover, who sits right next to him in the room. He tells her that they could be true to one another despite the loss of faith in the world. There's an anaphora in line 32 and 34, where it says, so various, so beautiful, so new, and nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. There is also a simile in line 23, where it says, lay like the folds of a bright girdle furled. There is assonance in line 22, 23, and line 25. The Turtle by Ogden Nash. The turtle lives twixt plated decks, which practically conceal its sex. I think it clever of the turtle in such a fix to be so fertile. This is a short poem in order to highlight the significance of its meaning. It has an AABB rhyme scheme and iambic tetrameter. The turtle could be interpreted to symbolize man, where they are closed off by social barriers but can continue their genetic existence and mate. This is a paradox of animal life that emphasizes the theme that men continue their genetic existence despite the barriers. There is an alliteration in the first line where it says turtle lives twixt. And in the last line where it says, such a fix to be so fertile.